Hey, World Entertainment, and it looks like Disney is in absolute shambles. And no, we're not talking about visitor numbers in the parks declining hugely. We're not talking about the box office being a disaster for them. We are, in fact, talking about their entire upcoming movie slate has been rescheduled. That's right, the entire thing. Not just one or two Marvel movies and maybe one of these supposed Star Wars movies gets pushed. No, everything. And of course, Variety tries to put a positive spin on it, like it's a good thing. As they write, Disney's dates new Star Wars movie shifts Deadpool 3 and an entire Marvel slate, delays Avatar sequels to 2031. And here's where they put the spin on it. Disney is shaking up the release calendar. No, they're not shaking up the release calendar. They're in an absolute disaster right now. And they're using the writer strike as an excuse, which also makes no sense for some of these movies that are supposedly already written. But let's get into this. So Disney shakes up its release calendar, adding a new Star Wars movie, which is meant to be the Rey movie, which at this rate probably will never happen, and Moana live action adaptation to the schedule, and delaying the next three Avatar movies by a year. At this rate, the fifth trip to Pandora will be released in 2031. That's in 8 years for anyone who wants to know the math. So they seem to be excited for new Star Wars and live action Moana. Moana literally only came out. Why are they already remaking it into live action? Oh, that's right. Because they're bankrupt on ideas. Not to mention, they've already have the issue with the casting. Because everyone that claims racism only goes one way are being racist by saying they're not dark skinned enough, claiming they weren't Hawaiian, even though they are. The people they've cast, that is. So, here we go. Among the highlights of the overhaul, and how are they highlights? This is a disaster. The live action Moana will be released on June 27th, 2025. Deadpool 3 moved up. This is the only movie, by the way, that's been brought forward and not pushed back. Has moved up from November 8th, 2024 to May 3rd, 2024. An untitled Star Wars movie is debuting on December 18th, 2026. Avatar 3 has shifted to December 19th, 2025. Avatar 4 to December 21st, 2029. And then this is the crazy one. And Avatar 5 to December 19th, 2031. Based on this timeline, the final Avatar movie, this is crazy, is coming out 22 years after the original movie. Good God. That's, of course, if they even get to go ahead for Avatar 4 and 5. 3 mightn't do all that great, and yeah. Other changes include a massive Marvel reshuffle. These ones are crazy. Captain America Brave New World is moving from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th, 2024. Which in turn is delaying Thunderbolts to December 20th, 2024. Blade to February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2025. Blade probably will never happen at this rate. They still haven't written a script. The last script that they handed in was only 80 pages long, and I can see Mahershala Ali just walking away from this thing at this stage. And Fantastic Four has been moved to May 2nd, 2025. Another movie that they do not seem to know how to get done. Avengers, now this is the funny one. Avengers The Kang Dynasty is getting pushed back an entire year from May 2nd, 2025 to May 1st, 2026. Which gives them plenty of time to figure out what the hell to do with Jonathan Majors. It's taking the place of Avengers Secret Wars, which is jumping from May 1st, 2026 to May 7th, 2027. Good God. Which, in addition of a Star Wars film in December 2026, means that 2 movies set in a galaxy far, far away will be released in that year. A separate Star Wars movie has been pushed from December 19th, 2025 to May 22nd, 2026. Another Star Wars film is set for December 17th, 2027. Disney hasn't clarified the premises of any of those installments. Yes, they have. They've already said the first one is the Rey movie. The next one is meant to be the James Mangold. That's meant to be set before the Old Republic. And the last one is meant to be the Dave Filoni movie. That's meant to be the combination of Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett. So, yes, they have clarified what those movies are meant to be. Elsewhere, the new Alien movie, produced by Ridley Scott and directed by Fede Alvarez, will open on August 16th, 2024. Now, that's an interesting one, because we never heard anything about this actually coming out in cinemas. From all accounts, this very much seemed like that was going to be a Hulu exclusive, much like they did with Prey, the Predator prequel. It still may. That may just be a release date that they've given for the movie, because it doesn't actually say it's going to open in cinemas. So production delays and the ongoing WGA strike are part of the reason behind the total overhaul of the release plan. Disney recently pushed pause on filming on Blade and Thunderbolts, which led to the ripple effect on the rest of the interconnected Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, that's all completely wrong, because they haven't even started to film Blade. And why have they not started to film Blade? Because they don't even have a goddamn script for Blade. But this also shows the dangers and the frustrations of making everything connected. Making it all basically the one story, because if one gets affected, it affects everything. Keep that in mind, DC. In regards to Avatar, the space between the sequels will allow the post-production and visual effects department to continue expanding, developing and refining the different ecosystem across the vast world of Pandora. And John Landau, who works on those movies, said each Avatar film is an exciting but epic undertaking that takes time to bring to the quality level we as filmmakers strive for and audience have come to expect. So they're using this as an excuse to do everything else. Now, Avatar 3 is already filmed with the cast. It's all the visual effects stuff they still need to do. But there you go. All these things are shifted around the entire slate. What a absolute disaster that's happening for Disney right now. And I'm all here for it. And with that, I'll leave it here for this one. So cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.